Good morning, true art believers. This is Pearson here. It is a Thursday. It's just another day in paradise. And as usual, I am going to be drawing. And nothing different there, right? It's the same thing. Anyways, I'm drawing a dinosaur, or kind of trying to draw a dinosaur, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, let's do it to it. Maybe fix my mustache, make it look nice. All right, there we go. Yeah, so this is listening to some first. Got to put the timer on. I like to have a timer going on at all times. Just kind of making up where, like, I think a dinosaur has like a quad. Just making up fake muscles, really. Yeah, just so I try to refrain from talking so loud because I'll wake up everyone. Got like paper thin walls in this place. And it makes it kind of hard to have a dialogue. I didn't turn down the volume. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I've been having music going in the background. Because I have music going in the background, it kind of makes it difficult um, to think, or at least talk, because like all these different stimuli is kind of just bombarding my brain, and it can bog me down. It's like my mind does not know what to focus on, you know. Had a really productive day this morning. So I got up, took a cold shower. I say cold shower lightly. It was a I'd say lukewarm, but like to the average person, it's actually cold. Basically, it's in between hot and cold, so it's not like frigid. I don't like doing straight cold showers because I find that like I'll start cramping up. Like my body will just make a really quick reaction. I'll get like a cramp. I'm worried that I'm gonna get a cramp in the shower, so I don't do it. So I took a cold shower and then I meditated for 20 minutes. Been trying to do that um, in the morning. There's a little problem with it though. Typically, I fall. Typically, when I do that, sometimes I fall asleep. I'll be meditating and then I'll just crash. Like not at the beginning. At the beginning, it's pretty good, but near like the 15-minute mark is when I start losing focus, and then all of a sudden the timer hits and I startled. I'm like, did I just fall asleep? I didn't even know it. You know, so I'm testing out. So right now I'm using a wider pencil brush than I normally do, and seeing how that works, or making the pencil lead wider, and I want to see how that makes me, how that changes my shading. I don't know how it's going to change it. For all like purposes, like I probably should have been done with this drawing like way back, but I've been very, what do you call it? Like I just been very inconsistent uh, because of my changing of schedules. I haven't been really consistent. I just changing the schedules, limiting the amount of coffee I drink. I haven't drank coffee all week. I think what I might do is I might start a habit of having coffee every Sunday or something. So it's like a treat or something. But I find I fall asleep better. I tend to sleep better with that less coffee. So that's interesting. I'm just playing around. I don't really have any intentions with what's this, the way that I'm shading. And turn the volume down a little bit more. It's still a little loud. I just want like a background noise, you know. But I find that even though when I start, what happens is my ears become super sensitive, and all of a sudden it gets louder and louder regardless. And then after that, I journaled for a little bit, about 10 minutes of journaling, and then I I work out. I worked out for about 30 minutes. I really, in order for really me to have like a good workout, I would need an hour to get everything in, and that way it'd also give me enough time to like recoup and what do you call it? To recoup, and I'm being very sloppy with my scratch marks. To recoup and to get all the lifts in, but lately I've just been kind of like I just do 30 minutes to kind of be doing something, and then I did something new. I I've been including uh, painting in the morning. So I finished two paintings, two abstract paintings, you know, and that was kind of fun to be able to finish some abstract paintings. They're just like they're like they're really nothing. Like there's the imageries. There's no real imagery. They're just like a abstract painting. You know, swirling paint around on the surface. I just kind of enjoy sometimes when I do those. I like to see how the paint scumbles over top of previous paint. You know, I like the brush strokes between, so you can see the layers, and that's kind of fun to see happen. That's just me though. And then what else did I do? Well, a new thing. I normally don't do this, but I was kind of hungry and I said, you know what? Let's have breakfast. So I decided to have breakfast um, way early. So I had breakfast around 6:20, and that was kind of nice. And here I am drawing now, drawing a T-Rexy. It's a T-Rex. Just drawing another T-Rex. Um, just doodling actually. I wanna. There's not gonna be anything after I finish like doodling this T-Rex. There's gonna be another just dinosaur drawing on here. You know, just I don't really like that shading, but I'm not gonna like bug out over it. Do something like that where it's like I'm not gonna bug out over it. It's not gonna make or break my day if it's dirty like that. I've tried to loosen up my drawing habits some. I'm trying to just, I mean, I'm trying to loosen up. It'd be different if I had the ability to be super detailed. Like I can be detailed, but not like that. Not like those artists that are able to like go really micro. I just don't see that way. And the detail I do is like stuff that almost doesn't matter. It's like it's extra stuff for extra sake. I'm trying to see if I can get this. See how this pencil reacts. Make it like a. I don't know. Maybe there's a. I don't know if this is the right thing to do right here, but I think it's. I'm just playing around with the thicker pencil setting, or just making the quote unquote this ultimate pencil hard Kyle ultimate pencil hard brush. And I'm just kind of making it like a giant brush and just filling out this area and seeing what happens. And I'm trying to do what I typically do when I do my drawings is I'm trying not to erase. I need to, or not even cover up. I'm going to try to see if I can leave more of the history in these because they're like studies. They're just sketches. They're not. And if I treat it like a sketch, they end up being better because the mentally they're I put them less. I don't put them on a pedestal, you know. And because I don't have them on a pedestal, I'm not gonna tighten up, and I think that's helping. Just thinking about it like that. I think that's really helped a lot, actually. But I've actually just in this session alone, there's been some growth because I wasn't even considering the ideal of using just making the brush pencil setting wider. So I'm going to try my best to avoid erasing, and I think I typically work better that way, or maybe I do. Um, I think because it's like the stakes are higher, or maybe I purposely concentrate better, or that embracing of errors is a good thing. I don't know. Could be wrong. I was going to press the back button, but no, I'm not. I'm not. Um, yeah, I'm not. Now I'm going to go, I'm going to enlarge this brush again. It's kind of, I don't know. Is it wrong that I actually want to do this more than my commissions? I just want to doodle. That's all I want to do, just doodle all day long. But I have to do these commissions. So I'm like, I just want to doodle all day long. Can I just doodle? Just let me doodle, and uh, that's it. I don't want to make a product. I just want to doodle. And maybe those doodles are good. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm just giving these claws like a core shadow. I don't know. I can't. I don't know why. This felt like the thing to do, you know. I'm trying to be loose. I think the reason why I'm not too good at drawing digitally is because I'm so used to whenever you have to do like an effect, you have to do it manually, and I don't know how to do that on these programs. And all these cool effects you see these artists use are like those are just like little texture things, you know. They're like flair, you know. And I think sometimes I feel like it might be relied upon too much, and it kind of like blurs blurs the line because some people don't know that those effects weren't drawn by hand. They just think, oh man, wow, that's amazing, you know. I don't know. So like that's one of the things that I have problems with is I don't know how to do the effects correctly, and because of that, the drawing not necessarily fails, but it 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 doesn't match up to some of the other digital artists out there because they know how to use these programs. A lot of them are professionals, you know, they've been doing it forever and ever and ever. you know, but I don't know. I'm complaining. I got to get out of myself. Get out of my head right now. Maybe I need to darken this a little bit. Add a little bit of line quality, you know. Oops, I backtracked. Backtracked again. Oh no. I gotta fix something. Come on. This is annoying. Never mind. We'll deal with that later. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just I'm trying to keep my brush from pressing too hard, but I'm struggling a bit. I'm still not used to the pressure sensitivity. I'm not doing bad, but I'm not gonna go bragging about it. Is there like I wonder if there's a soft eraser I can use that would do. If there's a soft eraser I can use, that'd be kind of neat because I'd really like to use a soft eraser to do a certain effect. Anyways, I'm gonna just finish this tail here, do it kind of lightly. Rawr! I've learned a lot from this drawing. I didn't give the dinosaur or iguana looking thing a head or a neck. It needs a neck, and so that's what I learned today is it needs a neck. So it needs a neck, but I'm not going to spend the time to adjust that because this is just a sketch. This is a little doodle here. This is something to kind of get me out of my the mundaneness of having to do a steady stream of commissions. I just want to do something for myself, something to have a little fun, something to kind of have a little bit of practice in something else other than just drawing, you know, portraits. They have their spot, they have their place, but I need. I'm using a bigger brush than normal, like a lot bigger. So I'm just, yeah, I'm getting lost to where the I'm just getting lost. So I'm just doing like these marks that kind of go kind of with the grain of the of the form a little bit, so that they're going around it. So the shadow is kind of sculpting the form a little bit. Maybe I could be wrong. I really should be. That was a timer. I wonder if I could put like another scar here. I have no clue what I'm doing. This is the part, like, you don't have any. Well, I have an idea what I'm doing, but like it's all like muscle memory now. So it's a little bit like kind of established through just doing like drawing after drawing. But like when you're doing a new drawing or a new type of thing, like you just like it's not like I draw like these ideas. I'm not a concept artist. I don't draw cartoons. So this whole notion of drawing like things made up is very new to me. So, well, not new. I haven't done this type of stuff in forever. But it's not like I was a pro at it back then. So one of the things I've been trying to do is, as you can see, try to avoid erasing. Like do like one or two like a sketch, an under sketch, and then yeah, I've already messed up. But we'll see what we get. I'm trying to avoid the whole um, erasing part and correction part. And I already cheated. I'm cheating again now. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid any type of like erasing. Again, though I did cheat just then. So that's the time. That means I gotta take a break from this one and start on my own my commission. That was a good little run. I think I'm gonna just finish the feat the next like tomorrow, and I'll start another dinosaur somewhere, or maybe some dinosaur studies on this side right here. You know, just something to kind of play around, and then hopefully I'll get another. I don't know. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna try to open it up. There we go. Snap there. Okay, I got to open up another file, and we're going to do a different screen share, and I'm going to start my other drawing. Let's get back to this character. It's going to take me another 20 minutes to kind of get into the groove of what I'm doing. Wrong drawing. That's an old. All right. Time to move on. I was going to share another screen. Oh, hey there. Share this screen. All right, now time to work on this drawing. That was the fun drawing time. Now time to do some serious paid work. It's going to be a completely different mindset too. That's the weird things, like when I do these drawings, like everything you see me doing, I'm jumping to different mindsets each time. So like when you go from something that you're making up, right? You're making you're making up the T-Rex, and you're like, okay, the T-Rex looks like this, and well, you're just making it up, right? So you're making up the T-Rex, and before you're doing the T-Rex, you're doing like this abstract painting where it's just like it to the viewer, it's probably like controlled chaos, you know. Um, but it is it's it was a painting drawn with intent, right? So it wasn't just all accidental. But it's a completely different mindset. Each one of these drawings requires something that you have to add different to the plate, you know? And yeah, it requires something different. I feel so ashamed that this drawing is gonna take me. I'm probably only going to get like one 30-minute session in, because by then it's going to be 8. What I'll try to do is I'll finish up I'll do like 3 sessions or another Pomodoro drawing session later on, just not now. You know, and yeah, so I'm going from completely different drawing mindsets. Now that I think about it, I don't really fancy that T-Rex or that dinosaur, so I'm probably going to finish it next drawing session or next tomorrow, and then call it a day on that and start another. Maybe just do some like eye studies on the side, like just like practicing what an eye socket for like dinosaurs would look like. I don't know. And then maybe some head studies or some leg studies of what I think they would look like, and I think how they kind of move. Just something to kind of uh, just something to get an understanding of how a T-Rex or how that dinosaur kind of moves. And maybe the next drawing will be a little bit better, or the next little session will be better. I don't know. These are all just every day is a challenging for me, like a challenge for me as an artist, because like nothing ever, there's nothing that really comes natural to me. I think the only thing that kind of comes natural is like just like playing around with abstract paintings, and they're not even really natural. It's just like the thing is, I don't like doing them because they're natural, you know, because it feels easy, I guess, to kind of just, or maybe I say it's easy and then they're not that good. Maybe they're just really bad abstract paintings and I don't even know it, you know, right? That could very well be the case. That could be the case, and I just am too oblivious to know that they're bad, you know, bad abstract pieces. You know, I'd be like, they're like your abstract paintings are bad. I'm like, no, they're not. They're great. Quit, quit bullying me. My abstract paintings are beautiful. No, they're fine. They're not ugly. Again, with any of my work, I'm not going to go around bragging about it. I'm not going to be like, oh, this is the best. Sometimes there's this expectation in my mind that I got to talk when I'm doodling in these drawings, you know, uh, like Bob Ross, right? The guy would he's just talking. Maybe I need to watch some Bob Ross videos and really understand what he's doing when he's drawing live or painting. But he's teaching, so I'm not really teaching. I'm kind of just I'm doing a little bit of work and giving a little bit of context to it. Sometimes when I get a spare moment. I thought I was going to have this drawing done 2 weeks ago. It's going on the second week, and I don't know what happened. I guess what happened was I stopped putting these drawings on like a not a pedestal, but I didn't I'm not they're not my priority anymore. Like they're a priority, but I'm not gonna like kill myself over them, you know? I'm not gonna do that. I've already stressed myself out by having too many of these. But it'd be different if I was working on these all day and that's all I had to do. But I don't have all this is not all that I had to do. I have other jobs, other things I got to do, and just so I just wish that I could be spending more time on these, but I just can't. This is not like in the time frame. It's not there. There's no time for them. Or there's time for them, but like it's not enough time. Like it's going to be almost 8 real soon, and for where I'm at, and uh, because it's going to be 8, I'm going to have to do a few things before I have to go to work, and I can't delay it, procrastinate it more than I already have. Like I could, in theory, work into all the way up to 9, and that would get me this drawing in like the hour and a half of time that I wanted. But you know, this is not going to happen. Just not going to happen, man. At least not right now. But you deal with it. You deal with it. You just kind of deal with the blows, right? Some days are more productive than others. Actually, today has been pretty productive. If I can get 3 more 25-minute sessions or 3 more sessions in on this after this one, I'll be really good, right? I'll be real good. I'll be fresh. But yeah, that may not happen. I think it will. I think I'll have a chance. I'll have an opportunity to do it. If I opt to not take a nap, and I'm just going to have to like bite the bullet and not take a nap. I love naps though. Don't you love naps? Who doesn't love a good nap, man? Oh gosh, naps are the best, dude. Oh gosh, everyone, naps are so good. I like to have a good 30-minute nap. What about you? I'll just have a good 30-minute nap. But sometimes it goes a little longer than that. When by longer, I mean a lot longer. And I'm like, oh no. But I love naps. I think it's perhaps because I only, on average, get about 5 hours sleep, 5 or 6 hours. I think today I got what time? I might have got 7 hours sleep. I'm not sure, or close to, maybe 6 hours and 45 minutes. And that's saying something. Normally, it's like 5, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. It is the worst. Don't get 5 hours of sleep, guys. Don't get 5 hours of sleep. It's the worst. If you want to be miserable, if you want to be miserable, just force yourself every day forever to on average get 5 hours sleep. It's not fun, you know? It's just not fun. And like it's just like the whole I'm tired thing, you know? I like I get it. Like I get the whole I'm tired thing. You know, I'm always tired. What was it? I think I brought this joke up where the Hulk. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to go with it. I don't know where I was going to go with that. That was an old reference, and I don't feel like reiterating it. It was something it had to do with the Hulk and the Avengers, and a little meme that I saw talking about how I'm always tired or something. You know. Yeah, so I'm just working on this area. I don't know specifically when I need to move around. I'm just adding areas that I think I need to add in, and it takes me a while because with this black cat hair, I don't want to go add all these forms in there and mess it up. What did I change? I just don't want to go up there and mess it up somehow, which has happened before. So I'm trying to take it slow and play around with things. Yeah, so there's someone's awake, so I got about 9 minutes of working, and then I'm gonna have to call it a day. That'll be fine. I'll be okay. I got a little bit. It's gotten a little bit further, but I really need like a good 3 sessions to really get into it because that's when I'm starting to see things. You know, see how I want to manipulate the tones in this area. You know, this small things like what is going to be like what reflective little tones I need to put in where, why. So I'm just doing a few touches here and there and seeing how it works. All right. Yeah, I'm being a little reserved with my actions I really feel it. I'm being really, really timid. And the thing is, you gotta know, you just gotta know when you're doing those things, and just recognize what you're doing, and understand that that's some days you're timid when you're drawing, and some days your things are just clicking. And today it's just not that day. Like today was a kind of like experimentation day, right? Well, maybe if I were to work on this longer, I'd be less timid. But right now, I'm kind of like sticking my toe in the water, like, oh, this is cold. I don't want to go in. Don't make me go in. And so I go in the water. I'm like, I'm still cold. And then you're just complaining about how cold the water is the whole time. That's really where I'm at, where I stand right now. You know. You know what? Who'd have known? Who'd have thunk that if I stop talking and just focus, I'll be a little bit better? Who'd have thunk it, right? It's such a simple fix. Simple fix, man. I think once I get one like go through, I'll start working on and I'll start working on this strategy. What I normally do is I typically every 30 minutes I'll work in one specific area and then I'll move on. So that's what I'm going to do after I go a kind of like a once over, where I go over it once, give it like an overall detail, like an overall detail overview, like with the drawing, and then that's when I'll change it and go specifically to, I'll go more micro. Right now, it's just small little like things that I'm noticing and trying to work those in there. And then once that's over, you go, I'll just start working in different areas. So like maybe I'll work on the forehead for like 25 minutes, and I'll work on the side cheek for 25 minutes, and I'll work on the eye for 25 minutes, and ear for 25 minutes, and then that will be it. That will be a nice final touch. Like that'll give me the the stage, that'll set the stage for the final touches. So like it's looking pretty good here. I think I'm expressing certain areas that need to be expressed, although it could be better. Uh, maybe I'll have a better sight when I turn it right side up. I don't know. Who knows? But I've been really, really, really timid, so I can't be too upset for not getting too far along. Well, I can, but I feel that I'm being I'm like not doubting myself, but I'm definitely taking my time on the decision making field, and it's slowing down my process. You know, and that affects things. That overall affects where the actions a little bit. That will change the dialogue. So I think that's time. Um, it's time. I'm gonna keep working for 5 more minutes though. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep working for 5 more minutes. Just work a little bit on the right here where the highlight is on the cat. Oops, patch stream. I'm gonna keep working right around this area a little bit. Just add a few little highlights. Something I was noticing that needs to be expressed a little bit more. Highlights and low light, like dark tones. You know, it's a little more. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's happening in these areas. Like it's hard to see where some of those forms are at and what they're kind of doing. 'Cause it's so dark, you know. It's too nuanced for me at the moment. Like I was never really good at nuanced modeling the forms. I mean, I'm okay. Like I like to think that I'm like the jack of all trades of art. Like I'm decent at like everything. I'm not great at anything. Like I'm like a master of none in the art field. Like I can do everything decent, you know. Like I can do portrait drawing decent. I can do figure drawing. I can do landscape drawing pretty decent. You know, I can do all those things pretty decent, but I'm not. It's not like, oh, he is a master at this. No. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hard on myself. Maybe I am good. I don't know. Like maybe I can claim to be better than I am claiming myself to be. Who knows? It's good to be humble, I guess. If you want to, I guess you want to kind of break it down. I'd rather be humble Yeah, it's getting sloppy. I don't like it. Oh, the yawns are beginning. It's okay. There might have to be a moment where I work on the eyes. I might work on the eyes on a separate layer, um, as the beginning of the eye development, and then I'll work on the final touches of the eyes later. But I want to build up the eyes at the same time as everything else. So that's what I like to do. You want to build up your drawing consistently throughout, and that's what sometimes we forget to do, is we forget to do that. Uh-huh. All right, I think I want to take a break. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good day. That was a good drawing session. It wasn't bad. So spinning around. Whee! There you go. It moved forward, and that's what you want. You always want to move forward. Even though you might go like 2 steps back or 1 step back, you always want to try to go a little bit forward, more forward, like closer to the end. But I'm going to take a break. I'm pretty beat. I'm going to take a break for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to view what I have to do, like view some of my work. Not taking time out of your day to view me draw and to watch me work on my craft. I guess that's what you would call it. Pearson out.